Ту-ту-ту.
Was I wrong about that too?
Да я фиг знает. Не, ну я ничего не имею против лярки, но... Как-то это рановато, не? Всем привет, с вами Ворма, это игра Mass Effect, которую мы продолжаем проходить. Остановились на том, что прошли наконец на Верию, и теперь у нас пойдут несюжетные, так сказать, серии, где мы будем тупо общаться со спутниками, посещать цитадель, всякие дополнительные планеты и прочее. Давайте приступим, начнем с Кайдена. Что он нам скажет по поводу миссии нашей? Расскажи о команде. Последней миссии. А что насчет царицы Рахни? Как считаешь, я правильно поступил или нет? Да. Ну, у меня не было другого выбора на тот момент. Хотя я мог ее там оставить, выйти, связаться с... Ну, ладно, не суть. Что насчет тебя?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the council.
What do they think?
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
А ты не можешь на L3 перейти?
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name.
Ну, как бы у нас сейчас современные технологии, все дела.
My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. It'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Got a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Экспертов?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret.
После войны сразу с
They were
турианцами
afraid of what
объединились.
people back home would think, asking the Turians for help.
Во-во.
We just fought a war with
А
them.
почему не Азари?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Они же профи в биотике.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Был плохой учитель?
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus.
Командир тоже, не капитан.
He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
You're a hell of a biotic, though. You must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite Kinetics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history.
Окей, ладно, как
We'll
скажешь.
talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
До свидули. Спасибо за оценку. Ой, началось, а. Так, сейчас я буквально на секунду отвлекусь, нужно настроить опять запись. И снова я тут. Продолжаем общение наше. Так. Просто бывает, иногда, не знаю, это, видимо, из-за разрешения связано, то, что у меня берет и черный экран проявляется, когда я...
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Ну, с тобой ничего больше нет.
Goodbye, Commander.
Черный экран появляется, когда, в общем, сворачиваю, открываю какой-нибудь ящик или перехожу там в меню отряда, например. Но не знаю почему, с чем это связано. Итак, Лярка, как самочувствие? У тебя только что мамку убили. Ты, должно быть, грустишь.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Ты норм?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be. before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Но в итоге она как бы тебе все сказала вроде.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence.
Шепард, ты слишком прямолинейно флиртуешь,
That
чувак.
is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control, and
Я не помню, мы это обсуждали уже или нет.
she fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Сорян.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Окей, расскажи о себе.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people.
Интерес ко
especially
мне уже?
humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Ну, мы живем мало.
But we don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action.
Да.
You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Как я?
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your
У меня
history.
просто крутая борода.
I know what happened
Вот и
on
всё.
Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
Могла бы и
You
спросить.
didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
Да чё
I
ты
wanted to
стесняешься,
know
все
more about
свои.
you, to understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Во мне или в том маяке? А то не поймешь, ты флиртуешь или что?
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the
По-моему, этот
Protheans.
диалог сейчас перейдет немного
I
в
admit,
романтическую сферу.
Your connection to the
Да.
Protheans had
Да, это
something to
так.
do with my initial interest. But it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act
Так,
on it.
сразу, мы только на навере
I
же были,
thought
ну.
there might already be a relationship
В
between you and
смысле?
Chief Williams.
Что? Кого? Чего? Что за бред уже? Какие отношения? Нет, у меня ни с кем тут отношений еще, о чем ты несешь? Ты как бы, ну давай вот так.
How could you and I have a relationship? We're not even the same species.
Ну понятно как.
Asari and humans are physiologically
Шепард кого-то,
compatible in
блин, недавно
most
в
ways,
космос
Commander.
вышел. Что за фигня?
Of course, a relationship must involve more than mere physical contact. There must also be an emotional
Она уже
and
меня на
spiritual
секс рвет. Ну что за
connection
говно, а?
between us.
Мы
Our
только на
species
веру
may
прошли
be
рано.
different,
Рано.
but there are many things we could share. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious
Да
relationship
нет
with Chief
никаких
Williams.
отношений. Чё-то, какие отношения?
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
Ища Эшли такая,
My
что ты
mistake.
несешь, какого черта?
I
Хотя
am
там
not
ничего
as
не
good
было
at
вообще.
understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Да я фиг знает. Не, ну я ничего не имею против Лярки, но... Как-то это рановато, не? Ну ладно, допустим.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close
Потому
to
что я мужик с маяком в
you?
башке,
We have
который
only
спас
known each
тебя
other a
от
short
Крогана
time.
Большого.
We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Любовь с первого взгляда, все дела.
Quit thinking like a scientist. Logic doesn't work when it comes to relationships. Just let yourself get swept up in the storm.
Но не всегда.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Это ты еще агента 0 не видела.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Ну ты первая начала.
I wasn't the one who brought this up.
I know. I'm sorry, but I did not think it would get so.
Я тоже не думал, что так зайдет сразу, блин, после наверия-то сразу. Окей,
I
все.
should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Нам Азаря в любви призналась, считай. Ну, блин. И то, что она хочет с нами иметь физический контакт. Ну, блин. Рановато это слишком. Эх, Лярка. Не, ну по их меркам где-то у них идет 1 к 10 по нашему возрасту. То есть 1 к 10, я имею в виду по нашему возрасту, то, что, допустим, наш год это как у них 10. Ей сейчас 160 лет, то есть по факту ей 16 по человеческим меркам. А это, сука, 8 лет, бла-бла-бла. Здорово.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Например.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Кстати, видели, что уже Андромеда-то? Как бы она еще не вышла, но есть уже доступ там к реальной версии, все дела. И, сука, первая часть по графике уже лучше, чем третья. Ой, чем Андромеда, черт. Просто посмотрите на морду Крогана. Вот видно всякие вот эти вот чешуйки, которые торчат, там эти прыщи или я не знаю что, или так далее. В Андромеде они просто все гладенькие. Ужас, короче. Не хочу в Андромеду играть пока. И предзаказывать ее тоже не буду. Нафиг, не-не-не.
One of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
А ты мирный, да?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers.
Но так и было задумано.
We told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation.
Ну, это имеет логику.
We were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
И что потом?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Но похоже на ловушку.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush,
Джаред твой отец, да? Ну я помню, да, это в принципе.
We hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked. But we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You're trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Не думаю, что это получится.
I've got some unfinished business with my family. But that's all.
А что случилось?
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father.
Дедуля?
I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the
Опачки, это побочный квест у нас для Рекса.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family.
Не ссы, все обыщем.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Окей.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Так, F5 на всякий случай. И поехали дальше. Эшли.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Спасибо.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Your sister, I assume?
Until I get home and kill her. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Ой, началось ревность, что ли. Мы же даже с тобой не знакомы почти.
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
О, это было резко.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice.
Ой, ну что за расизм, а? Ну что за бред?
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Я не хотел.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Ё-моё, сколько с тобой говорить-то? Ну ладно.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
По порядочку пойдем.
Took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Уже круче, чем отец получается.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
А чё,
You
про
have more
сестер?
than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school.
3 сестры, ни хрена себе у вас семейка.
4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than at maneuvers.
Еще бы.
Where did you grow up?
All
Grow up.
over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Ну да.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Да, забей, я привык уже.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that.
Ну, бой
Things
баба
were
хули.
tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
А что это было?
Sounds
Из-за
like
чего?
a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
Корову за вымя скорее.
Kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was
Аматерасу?
assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen.
Видимо, там много азиатов, скорее всего, было.
Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Where were you when this was going on?
О, опять тот же самый. Ой,
They were
тик-тик.
close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I
И что
couldn't afford a
произошло
fast
в
packet
итоге?
flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way.
В первой части даже лицевая анимация смотрится лучше, чем в Андромеде. Черт, просто, я не знаю, стыд. Ну ладно, не будем пока о грустном. Расскажи про самозащиту.
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
А ты чё?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Whoa.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready.
Чему бы это?
Before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Какие тут долгие диалоги, черт. Не, ну в принципе интересно, но если вот на канал выкладывать, то это как скучно. Я думаю. Вы хотите посмотреть движуху, именно, да, эффект, геймплей, а тут чистый сюжет. Смотрим, читаем и читаем. Бой-баба стихоплет. Ну, сорян, я не фанат. Вот-вот.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
Я этого не говорил. А что засмущалась?
Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably
О, ты еще и религиозная, да?
I thought you said he was dead.
Хороший ответ от атеиста.
From heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Я тоже. Тут есть такая бы фанатичка. Это не мое дело.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
I'll look forward to our next talk.
You should. I should get back to my duties.
Это флирт был сейчас тоже. Я заметил. Что думаешь о последней миссии?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right?
Да.
They were dangerous, Skipper.
Ну да. Шкипер? Уже шкипер на меня называешь?
I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Chisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
Уже.
Just saying, Skipper.
Скипер.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Ну все, она запала. Раз нас скипером меня называет, то уже все. Мне пора в холодный душ, там все дела. Блин, думал, Гаррес исчез, а он тут стоит. Так, F5. Не, ну серия будет у нас минут на 30-40, потому что я хочу сразу все диалоги договорить. Да, вот так. Гаррес. Здорово. Что скажешь? Акуза у меня покруче была, да? Правда, там погрустнее было, но да ладно. Расскажи что-нибудь особенное.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate.
О, пошла побочка Гаруса. Я чувствую уже.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless. Nothing I needed to pursue.
Это который органы выращивал, да?
My investigation, I
В телах других людей.
the trade of body parts.
Ну да,
Organs,
да, это оно.
mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
И что там?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their
Elcora?
organs at the station in a
Это которые большие четвероногие такие мудаки.
This case wasn't that clear cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first
Не
realized.
мудаки, а персонажи, а то, ну, четвероногие раса такая. Я не расист, нет. Че узнали?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
У меня просто вырвалось слово, поэтому если кто-то вдруг что-то заподозрил, то я извиняюсь.
The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Кроганские яйца?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Тупо.
It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
У них 4 яйца.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Ну и что там с доктором?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes.
Это вообще фу.
Test tubes.
Мерзко.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Да.
Exactly.
Ужас. Просто... О! Только представь такую мерзость. То, что у тебя какая-то опухоль вырастает, это вторая печень, или типа... О, жесть. Фу. Ублюдок.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never
Ты
caught
чё ты несешь?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran. Blew his lab,
А,
grabbed
ну
some
это
of his
побочка как раз.
employees
Нам
and
нужно будет найти этого
left them in
турианца
space
и
dock. By the
прижучить.
time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship
Ну,
was
понятно,
destroyed
да.
so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Он тут нелегкий выбор на самом деле.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Ну, в смысле, давай найдем
Do you
его.
have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced.
Юмор в том, что доктор
I got
сердца,
transponder
если
frequency
перевести.
for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Давай.
I'll check out the
Проверим.
coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Вот ты бы еще хорошо, если бы сам подгрузился во время подгрузки локации.
Looking for supplies?
Да, давай покажи.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Что нового появилось? Семерки пошли уже, да? Семерки это классно, семерки это классно. Хищник на Крога на 190 тысяч, дофигища. Так, давайте продадим всю лабуду, чтобы я потом не... Это... Как его? До 5-го давайте продадим все, короче. А то я задолбался удалять через миссию, через серию. Так, все, стоп. Стопэ, сойдет. Так, и теперь у нас еще Тализора Наррая.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Да, конечно.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
Для паломничества, да?
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
Но ты уйдешь тогда, да?
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
Ты хочешь убить гетов или
You
нет?
think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Я против уничтожения.
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Окей.
Go ahead. Make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are
Да не
defeated.
высоко себе, пупсик, этого достаточно.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
You're welcome. Что ж, теперь мы пойдем посмотрим нашу карту и будем думать, что мы будем делать уже в следующих сериях. Пока не совсем понятно. Ну, по идее, в Цитадель надо слетать, но сначала, думаю, сделать какие-нибудь побочные миссии или типа того. Либо сначала в Цитадель, а потом побочные миссии. Ну, не знаю, сейчас. Сейчас посмотрим. Бесшумная ходьба. Open the door. Давайте с Джокером еще поговорим. Я не знаю, тут можно с ним на самом деле говорить, как во второй части, после каждой миссии, или нет. По-моему, все-таки нет, но попытка не пытка.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
Все, получается, да?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything
She's the
they
best
say?
The Normandy's probably
Да, больше
too
он
much.
ничего не
Alright,
говорит.
see ya.
Ну, окей. То есть просто говорит какую-то фразочку после самой миссии, и все, и с этим можно разговор с ним заканчивать. Ладно, давайте посмотрим эту карту саму. Куда нам можно отправиться, что нам нужно сделать. А я, кстати, потеряла, походу, листик, где записывал,
Good
где мы
timing,
были.
Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the
Чё,
Citadel.
опять кого?
Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Радиорубку? Сюда что ли? Кого там еще? Что-то я такого не помню даже.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Seren.
Ну чё?
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space.
Это чё же, на базу с этими, что ли, с клонированием Кроганов?
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static.
Блин, серьезно? Я думал, только после Ферроса будет доступно. Это уже доступно. Это рановато как-то.
But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Seren, we thought you might want to investigate this.
Вермайер,
Find
да.
out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Понял.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Как скажешь. Блин, хватит мне героя давать, а? У меня слишком много этого героя. У меня нет отступника вообще, что за говно? Я нейтрал, я не добряк, я нейтрал. Короче, дичь. Дичь. У нас уже есть 2 основные миссии опять. 2 побочки от Гарроса и Рекса. А также DLC. И на Цитадель еще нужно слетать. И я должен сейчас поискать... Вот, я нашел бумажечку. Сейчас я выковырю ее. Опачки. На которую я записывал. Где мы были, где мы не были. Так. Тут мы были, отвага. Я этого не записывал уже. Давайте глянем, короче. Отстыковка пошла. Все дела. Но, по-моему, все-таки не та бумажка. Где я записывал, я не помню. Ща, буквально полминуты. Даже меньше. Так, ладно, мы тут исследовали эту систему или нет? Не, в принципе, я могу как посмотреть сам самостоятельно. Если что-то найду новое, то просто это, ну, показать уже. То есть не изучать самостоятельно. Но хотя серия вышла уже все равно длинная, почему бы это не проверить? 3 планеты не изучаются, так что мы тут 4 даже проверим. Да, тут мы были уже. Так, отматываем еще дальше. Что у нас появилось? Вот Вермайр открылся, у нас астероид был. Местное скопление — это где Луна. Тауэр Тимида мы были точно. Гамма Ида были. Сигма Близнецов были. Скопление Вояджера были. Туманность Армстронга были. Предел Кеплера. Вот это вот я уже не записывал, черт. Это Стикса, это Хокинга. Вроде бы там где-то были, но сделаем, короче, знаете как, по-другому. Откроем просто журнал. Откроем задание. И пойдем по всей этой фигне. Вот система гидро скопления Ро Аргуса. Вот по порядку так и пойдем. На чем это уже делать в следующей серии? То есть в следующей серии опять начнется скукота с побочными миссиями. Мы их всех проходим. Идем на Цитадель. С Цитадели летим уже на Феррес. И там же идет у нас основной сюжет. Вот. Постараюсь это сделать как можно быстрее, чтобы это заняло нас там в серии 2-3 максимум. Так-то. В общем, всем, кому понравилось, подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, смотрите дальше, комментируйте, смотрите другие плейлисты. Всем удачи, всем пока.